Hi Taurus, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always check what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below, where you can find the current list of reading services I offer. Or if you'd like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Taurus, I'll be channeling messages for the collective of your sign and then tied together with the cards as usual. And Taurus energy for the month of March. I see you locking a door and then opening another one, but there's something going on with the lock. So this for me is almost like there's issues around things opening up for you and things closing properly for you. It's like you are in this weird transition energy between endings and beginnings, and you're still like you're in the process of change, and you're holding these two energies together, and you're feeling like a little bit conflicted at times, as in what kind of attitude or approach you should be having. And I feel like some of you are learning to adapt or be more flexible, or even have this chameleon type of energy with you in order to survive an environment or survive a phase that requires that from you, even if it's not your natural inkling to be this way. I feel like you're feeling like you have to be forced to be a little bit different or do things a little bit different in order to survive an environment or a phase. For some of you, there's a hostile environment related to work situations or home situations, and it's about to end, but it's not closed up yet for good. So you're still dealing with certain things, or it's like you have to hold it a little bit longer, and it's taking a toll on you. But at the same time, I feel like you're just counting the days for something to be over. It's like you're in countdown for something. Some of you that this is home related, I feel like you're found or you're about to find a new home, just the new home you wanted. But between moving from the old home to the new home, there's a lot to take care of. Some of you could be really inspired to change your location, like to change to change your home. Especially for those that have felt weird energy around the home, like too heavy, too filled with memories and energy you don't want to be around with anymore. I feel like you're very inspired to look for a new place. So if you're looking for a new place, exactly to leave the bad energy, because you might have to share a home or share an environment with people you don't like or you don't feel good with, and that's why you're leaving. Yeah, the devil. There's definitely something a little toxic, a little negative influencing you in a situation. Like you're learning to be as okay as possible until things are not solved. This could also be about a relationship you're leaving, but you live in the same place, you share the same home, and things are still messy when it comes to that, especially if there's children involved. Or I'm also picking on a dispute or on a feud with home matters related to neighbors or inheritances with siblings or other family members. So there's a little bit of complications in home-based energies. But for those of you done with a relationship, I feel like that feeling is just going to grow stronger. Even if you can't fully be done with the situation related to that relationship, you know that's ending. Everything is falling in alignment with an ending. You just perhaps need to be a little bit stronger until the end finally comes. There's something preventing the ending. I'm not sure what it is. It could be like family issues or the other person's unwillingness to listen or to communicate about it, make decisions together about something you need to solve together. Or it could be manipulation from the other side that's making you feel trapped again in that environment. I'm feeling like for some of you Taurus, you have a very complicated ex or story history with a person, and it's getting to you. But at the same time, I see you pushing back for a new energy, for you knowing that you deserve a new love, a new home, a new space, or a relationship that feels like home, feels safe and warm and inviting. It's like there's something that making you feel unsafe about people right now. And you could be very tempted to look back on something you shouldn't. So I see the devil inviting you or seducing some of you Taurus to look in a direction that maybe it's not the best for you. Especially a person that really abused your sense of space. It's someone that took space in your life as if was theirs, right? So it's an invasive energy. Someone that probably invaded your space, your privacy, your freedom, your family, your home life. Like it took space that it was not theirs to take. And that's what you're getting rid of, both energetically and literally for some of you Taurus. There are also some of you in a process of divorce. It could be ugly, divorce and a lot of dirt coming out as well when it comes to the person you are dealing or when it comes to you. So things are coming out, things that should be kept private. That could also be what is inspiring you to leave. You don't want the situation to get worse. Some of you could even be spending some nights or some days, in hotels, temporary places, or in a friend's house or family members, temporarily house, because you just cannot take it anymore. 5 of Pentacles, yeah. Devil and the 5 of Pentacles is 2 cards of extreme worry and lack and pessimism and feeling depleted. So maybe some of you are also quite concerned here about finances and about your financial situations or the financial strain something is taking. It could be like you're feeling like you're paying a lot of rent. It could be like a lot of expenses piling up. It could be like you don't feel your partner is supporting you financially, or you could feel like you're being taken advantage financially, or a relationship is being very greedy around you because of finances. So there's a lot to think here when it comes to money that's also causing you stress. Or you are here in a situation, as I said, you're not fully done yet with something, but it's just purely out of material security or material reasons. I also feel like for some of you Taurus, you could be really feeling bad about knowing or feeling something becoming very clear to you, that someone is with you out of interest. And not always money, but it could be money, it could be codependency around your energy. Again, your home, your family, your work. As I said, it's an invasive thing. You're seeing someone for what they are. And I feel like the majority of you Taurus, you're not liking the picture of this person at all. And you're trying to take your power back or take your space back. You could also have issues around, disputes or fights in court around money or property. And that could also be worrying you quite a lot during this month. But I also see it's a process that it's almost done. So it's about hanging on there. There's something completing now in the spring season actually for you. But it could be taking another more month. April could be much more favorable to you than March in terms of solving pending difficult situations. Because after the Devil and the 5 of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Wands, which is a great card of energy and direction, followed by the Chariot, an even greater combination. So something will be moving forward. Something where maybe in the beginning of March you feel stagnant, you feel worried, you feel the lack, you feel pessimistic around. But it requires movement, as I said. So you are moving out of a space, moving out of a relationship, moving out of a city, moving out of a job. There's something here you need to move to erase or eradicate the negative influence something left on you. And the nice thing is that you also have the temperance. Again, that speaks to me about you trusting the process and you trusting divine timing and you trusting that you're being supported and you trusting the healing that's taking place. Followed by the Eight of Wands, another card of direction and speed. Taurus, you're going somewhere this month. It could be like a strategic runaway or a getaway that's just absolutely vital for your mental health. You could be taking refuge or shelter in spaces that you feel allow you to be free, to be yourself. There could also be issues around control, like you feel like where you are or where you have been, you couldn't be yourself. I see you taking charge of your life very soon, and it could involve traveling or a direction in life that's kind of different from the one you have been stuck with. Some of you could have there's something about you feeling like you lost sight of something and you're recovering that sight. So this could be talking about perspective, vision, long-term plans, goals, ambition, drive, but it could also be speaking of you recovering sight. So for those of you that have been struggling with eye health, I also see improvements with eye health. I see something also related to a physical activity that's softer, like yoga. Softer, or I mean, like it joins a lot of this conscious energy of mind, body, spirit with physical activity. But I feel like a softer approach to working out, for example, would be really beneficial for you, or just going to different locations, breathing in different views would be very helpful to you. Also dedicating your energy to something that inspires you. Again, the countdown that I was speaking can also be like you're just counting down the days to be free to go somewhere. Like you could have like a trip planned, or an event, a date for an event, a date to be somewhere that's really important for you, and you're just counting the days. Like you want to speed up into that date or into that trip or into that holiday. I feel like your spirit is called to move. This movement, some of you could even want to take a year out, like a sabbatical year of studies or work. You could be interested in like this adventure out there in the world, or out there exploring something that you're interested in. It's like a dream that, or a desire that's growing very strong. Some of you just feel like you need to solve something before you're free to do something else that's connected to that. I do see the energy of Cancer and Sagittarius being a big deal here. And some of you in particular, there's a person that creates a lot of sparks of energy with you here. But you're very distinctively different in terms of the long-term visions you have. So for some of you, you're worried that you won't be able to convince a partner to be a part of your adventure plan, or to be a part of a change you want to set in motion, because this other person might be thinking very differently from you. And for others, there's a negative influence, as I said, around a person that just doesn't want you to go. So you see, like there's the strategy on someone's power to do anything they can to keep you with them or to keep you where you are. If you want to leave your work, the same thing. Your bosses might do anything in their power to make sure you're not leaving or to keep you contractually bind to them. So there's a lot to think about freedom as well, and your personal freedom, and how others take from your freedom or contribute to your expansion, which I feel is like the biggest theme here. So Taurus, I hope you have a great month of March. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.